Hello everyone and welcome back to Ando HQ. In today's video we're going to be doing something a little bit different and playing a simulation game instead. We're going to be playing Cities Skylines 2. And there's a little bit of a catch. We've got to make our city aesthetically pleasing. So sit back, relax, and I hope you enjoy. So, welcome back, here we are, and we've got two options to start off with. We can click on easy mode, which gives you more money, higher loan limit, milestone rewards a lot quicker, no map tile upkeep, increased building refund amount, no relocation costs, and so on. Or we can start off with £1,000,000, which is half of what we have before. The milestone rewards is just ×1, loan limit ×1, etc. So, we're not going to play the game on easy mode because that's boring. I mean, if you're just starting off, more than welcome to take it on that one. But our plan is to have a economy that is growing, and for that, what map are we going to use? Important things to look out for on a map is you want to have a look and see the natural resources and make sure that you've got plenty of those. Buildable area is another thing to look at. Also, if you fancy a little bit of snow, you can have a look at the places in the minus, so they're always nice and handy. But we want a good buildable area. We've got 77% there, that's a bit too much. So we're going to start off with waterway pass. We are going to go European. I'm going to go left-hand traffic just because we're from the UK. And why not? Natural disasters, no, we don't really have many here. If any, fortunately. We're not going to unlock all, not unlimited money. We don't want to unlock map tiles as well. And we're going to disable the tutorial. Now we need a name. We need a name. Meadow Lakes. We've got a nice little lake going through maybe. So let's do that. Meadow Lakes it is. Oh, an airplane. Up in the sky there. 11 passengers. Right, so first things first, always I recommend to pause your game to start off with, because as soon as you start building a road, that means that your money's going to start going down from £1,000,000, because you're going to have to maintain that, and we don't want that, do we? So now what I like to do is click on the information at the top, and then we want to go down to natural resources, and we want to click and have a look and see where our natural resources are, because that's where we're going to be making our farms. We've got a lot of trees over here, so we could have a little a wood cutting farm, and then we've got some fertility here and up this end as well. Another thing you want to check out, actually, we'll just go into power, and if we select a windmill, you want to see windmills are the ones that I want to use personally. I want to try and use the windmills, although to be honest this map isn't really ideal for windmills. We can make it work, but then obviously the wind's blowing this way. Because the wind's blowing this way, that means that if we're putting construction areas down, stuff like that, then we need to be just a little bit wary of that. So, and we don't want to pollute the land as well. First things first is I'm going to do some grids basically, and once you've selected on your grid and what road style you want, I'm probably going to go with a gravel road just for my farm tracks. Click back on the natural resources and that'll pull them back up again. Now I want to get as far in this corner as possible. Going to zoom out a little bit there, and I'm just going to keep it going right up until the edge. Now we can make some of them a bit bigger, and we can get rid of some of them. So even though I've placed all those, what we can do, oh, we've accidentally unpaused it. So yeah, what I am going to do actually is I'm going to come down here, I'm going to go down a little bit further, and then that way I'm just going to bulldoze them roads there, and let's continue this road all the way through. Right, what I will do though is we don't need that many farms, so I will get rid of some of these. Let's do it like that. Keep it nice and simple. Don't want to go over the top and do anything crazy. Back to the grids and back to the natural resources, because we've got some more stuff to put over here. I think we'll go with that. And then again, like I say, we'll just bulldoze those in there. And then back to natural resources. We could get a little bit more out here. Potentially. It's not going to let us do it. So we'll just do this one manually. Out to there. Out to here. And then just back up. If we wanted to, we could even make that into a bigger kind of farm. No need, I don't think. And what we also can do is we can start, like when we see where the edges are of the map, we can start changing and replacing roads by clicking this tool here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace this one and that one because they're close to the sea. And I am going to come in with this one now, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to bend it. So I want to have the road come in kind of up here. And I want to bend it into that, like so. Now, when I come round here, I want to kind of bend round here as well. And I feel like that works out alright. We might stick a little roundabout here, just to make it look a little bit neater. We'll just leave them as is, I think. Maybe put a roundabout here. But if we look at our natural resources, we've got all the natural resources in this area. Obviously, we can't do out here because we don't have them tiles unlocked yet. So then the next step would be to kind of do this over here. And then once we've done both of those, we want to connect them both up, probably by this road coming down here. So we've done a little bit of work, a little bit more grids down here. We've added some more roads in so that we can link up places as well. So if I just jump out of this one, we can see it a little bit better. So we've got a main kind of road going through here, and then we've also got like a one-way street just going along this way. So that means that people, when they're coming into our city at the minute, they can come down here, go around this roundabout and come this way, or they can come along this way to come down here. There will be an exit off here, and we will grid up over in this bit here, but it's not too bad so far. I'm really liking the look of up this way. The problem is squeezing in all the houses. You know, we've got all this land where we can make farms over here. We need to then, you know, squeeze in some houses, maybe around here, up here. Maybe squeeze some houses here, maybe by the seafront as well. We've got plenty of space for housing and stuff in here, which isn't too bad. We might have to change some of these to main roads instead. Maybe this one along here to a main road. We've not yet linked over here, but we will do that at some point going forward. And then obviously we have got a little link coming in here so people can come over here. We're probably going to have an industrial area, mainly kind of over here. Maybe some houses, but you've got to be careful where you zone them. And we have plopped our water over here, so that's already set up. What we can do actually is we can set up our sewage outlet. And if we zoom around, we can see the direction of the flow where the arrows are going. So we want to be getting it away further downstream from here. So to be honest with you, we could maybe put it under this bridge. That doesn't look too bad, does it? That looks alright. So we've got sewage. We need power. That's the next thing. So we'll go along this way instead, so it can come to about here, and then that way we shouldn't really be hitting anything. Boom. Right, and then we'll come over to the power, and we're just going to get a transformer station. We've not left ourselves enough room. And then we'll get our power station in there. Fine and dandy. Boom. Right, next we're going to plot some windmills, and, well, to be honest, firstly, it would help if we linked up this road, wouldn't it? And there we are. I could change it to two-way road, maybe. Let's do that. Let's replace it to a two-way road. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace this to a two-way road that way. And that one the same up that way. And then that way should be a bit easier flow with traffic. The only thing is these intersections. It's going to be interesting. But we're all linked up effectively. So to be honest with you, I've just realised something. If I put that as one way, people can get in here, but but they can't actually get out. So I'm going to have to change that to an actual two-way road, not two in one direction, which is a one-way road, which I've incorrectly said. So I'm going to have to replace that there. And then we can replace this one as well. Let's just replace them all. Let's replace them all. Why not? In my head, it worked, but it was never going to work. That way people can actually get in here and out of here. That would have just been chaos in here. Do I want to do the same, really? I mean, I can. It saves traffic just coming along this way and blocking up that roundabout. So yeah, that's how we're looking at the minute. So we're looking pretty cushy, to be fair. I need to finish off these farms, I think. So we've plotted a few more farms, and if we have a little look, we've got quite a few, to be honest. Yeah, so we've got some vegetable farming, we've got some grain farming. We haven't unlocked textile farming yet, but we have saved a few spots. Just 3 spots that we've saved for some textile farming. Then obviously when we expand over here, we can do some more farms over there as well. Not sure what we're going to do with this area yet. That's obviously going to be a farm. And then we've not sure what we're going to do over here. Maybe we can build up a little bit. And over here. But yeah, that's us set up nicely to get ready for episode number 2, where we will start building up some residential, and we will hit that play button so that we can see what our economy's doing, because at the minute, if we played, we would be losing $1,229 an hour, which is a lot. So we need to boost that economy. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this episode where we've just kind of set up our save to start off with, really, and plotted some farms. We do have some power, but it's being imported at the minute, so that's a big one for the next save. Get some windmills out and produce our own energy. We've got a water supply, we've got our sewage, and yeah, we've got some farms set up. So we're looking very self-sustainable at the minute, and now we just need to build up some residential areas, really, and get people moved in before we can go any further. So yeah, I hope you have enjoyed watching. If you have, like and subscribe, and we'll catch you in episode 2.